You're welcome back to News Insights. Once again, the Nigeria that works for everybody is our next milestone. And we can't do that without talking about elections. Now, guys, Labour Party is saying that they are capable of winning the next election without merger. You know, I'm not discarding Labour, but they say talk is cheap. Is this talk cheap?
It's expensive. It's expensive because one thing is this: we have to be economical and careful with our words. It carries life and death. What Labour Party should realize here, I was told the other day that by some friends that I'm supporting Labour Party. What Labour Party should realize is that the last 2023 election that make them think they can win the election without merger, Nigerians did not. Labour Party, among the three major contenders, was one of the parties that spent the least money. They didn't spend money. Their publicity was done by Nigerians.
People, yes.
People, we, Nigerians,
yes.
Youths, all right, personal interest. Not even in the party. People were tired of what was on ground, Buhari and APC. People wanted change. People voted without being told to vote. People voted without being given any finance. I remember how some people went to some polling votes with personal money, food and drink for themselves and other people.
Others, yes.
It was a move, all right, of people by themselves. So I don't know what foundation Labour Party think they've built or they have that make them think they can win election without merger. I'm not condemning Labour Party.
I got that.
Now, Labour Party should rather source for a candidate. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not here preaching Obi, but people voted Labour Party because they felt that Obi was going to bring in a change that will match what they were yearning for. All right, people voted for Labour Party not because of Labour Party publicity or what they give to the people that interest them. People were tired of the old way of doing things and tired of APC with the way Buhari led. Now, Tinubu at the moment, I never voted for him, but I must say something. In terms of security and his visit to Enugu State of this January, and what the CDS is allowed to say, free hand to the defense to pilot the affairs of the country, the fact that if CDS should begin to do what they are saying, local production of arms, is going to employ. And
a lot might change before 2027.
A lot may change between now and then. So Labour Party should be thinking of how to, if the present administration is even doing very well in terms of manifesto and so many other things, other parties can decide to go step down. Okay, Tinubu finish another 4 years. So Labour Party should stop deceiving themselves. Let me not say Labour Party.
Yeah.
The public secretary of Labour Party, Obiora, I don't know what.
No, but he speaks for Labour Party.
He's speaking for Labour Party because it's Labour Party that is the head.
Obiora speaks for Labour Party.
So we should be mindful of what we say, how we say it, and we should not allow. Bible says failure goeth before pride.
Yeah,
right? So
you help us make meaning of this news. Like say this talk is expensive. You know, in this card of what Kwankwaso said the other day, Omar from PDP was saying that PDP remains the only party that has won election and continues to win election without occupying the center. That all other parties can come together and we still not win election until there is PDP involved. But that they believe that when there is other parties come together, they can get at 2027. But LP is saying they need nobody.
What do you call them?
LP.
LP 1, LP 2,
LP. Obi one name. Come on, please. Let's.
Okay, all right. Well, you can't tell the mouth not to talk. The mouth was made to talk, so they must talk. And talk is cheap, really. And I think as a result of that talk is not expensive. It's cheap. Just come to we are talking now. You make meaning of what we say and we analyze critically what's on the political space. Yes. So he coming out to say they don't need a measure. Before Obi, where was Labour Party?
Nowhere.
That was where I was going. I was going to come
nowhere.
There. You went ahead of me.
There was no Labour Party before Obi came.
I wanted you to lay your ground before going there. So.
Number two, we all wanted a change, and we felt Obi could give us that change. I'm not really an Obi.
I understand what you mean by we.
Not really an Obi person, So he's just talking. It's based on the work you've done on that ground that you speak. as we speak right now, Labour Party is in crisis. They have factions. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They have factions.
Yes.
So Obi and the other people that think they made Labour Party what Labour Party is in one faction. Then there's another faction. They understand, you know. So, and we also know that there is external forces that are trying to also control the Labour Party.
Because Labour is like a stigma in the eyes of APC.
Exactly.
You know, they have this phobia.
APC is not afraid of.
They just have
the
phobia
real truth is that they are not afraid of Labour. They are afraid of Obi.
Yes.
When Obi came out to make his New Year message and whatever, all the things he said about APC and Asiwaju, he didn't come on the platform of Labour.
Yes.
He came on the platform of Obedient. And he has also told us, don't forget, that Obedient can move to any party and function there.
And that is from Obi himself.
Yes, from Obi himself.
So now you see, Eli, you see this discussion. He went ahead of me. When Labour say they can win 2027 without merger, do they mean it even if Obi leaves Labour?
It will be a shocker to them because he asked a question: where was Labour Party before Obi joined them?
So when Obi
the
leaves,
next question is this: even the few seats they won, have they been able to keep them? We have a lot of them moving from Labour Party to APC.
and the remaining one justifying it.
Justifying it. So that means Labour Party do not have base, which is what I've said it not too long from now. I just said it not too long from. I'm not condemning Labour Party. All right, it's a good party for the youth, party that shook the giants, party that shook APC and PDP, either we like it or not. Party that some people felt actually even won the presidential election that were denied. Yeah. Some people felt, I didn't say they won. So what are we trying to emphasize? Let them not be deceived by the glory of the past. Let them not be deceived by the grace that fell upon them.
Yeah,
all right?
I think it's more of the grace that fell upon them than the glory of the past.
Let them evaluate their foundation. That the house is beautiful does not mean it will stand test of time.
Okay, let me go ahead of you. Kingsley, I know it's difficult in this platform to take a partisan's view or to put yourself in the place of a political party. It's very hard. It's not what we do. We talk about any party and analyze everything. But let me just push you into the issue of Labour Party. What do you think they should actually concentrate in doing now rather than making questionable statements?
Building the party. We have had so many elections that have come and gone. We had the Edo election. We had the Ondo election.
The Kogi election.
We had the Kogi election. We had the other election, state election, even by-election.
Bayelsa too was done.
Exactly. We've not seen
the impact.
Labour Party pull weight. They've not pulled weight.
Fubara just conducted local government elections. They are conducted. We're talking local council election.
Which party
grassroots.
Which party did Fubara use? He didn't use PDP.
No, he used AP.
No, Action Alliance. AA.
No, not Action Alliance. APP.
Oh, APP. And I've
never heard of the party before.
No.
So why did he switch? We know. Why did he switch to a more?
And Labour also claimed to have won the presidential election when Wike was governor.
Exactly.
Now this is a grassroots. Wike was no longer there to change the results.
They already had a base that somebody could have leached on. But nobody did that. That means they are nowhere. We didn't see them in Edo, that they were a formidable force. We didn't see them in Ondo. We didn't see them in Bayelsa. So,
that of Edo was very surprising. That even LP didn't say the election was rigged. They said they paid people to vote.
He too came with money.
He too paid people
when
to
the first started, he wanted to be
accusing another person for using
he
more
wanted
money.
to be the dancing governor of Edo State. But that didn't work for him. So I don't think Labour has a good basis. What they should is he about merger or no merger? Is it NNPP in Kano State?
Yes.
They've already told. They only have one state. They've already told us they are not going to merge with anybody. Right, but we also see that they're working.
Things could change.
Things could change.
Yes.
But we are taking them on the basis of what they have said now. PDP is saying that they should wake up and don't live in past glory.
Although LP are not conventionally ruling out merger. As a matter of fact, that might be just the only option.
But Okafor, let me ask you a question. where is LP without Obi?
That's what I placed. That's what I just told you.
I mentioned that not too long from now too, that they should not deceive themselves. They should not be deceived
And
by the success.
But let's put it this way. Obi has been very fluid, very, very fluid. For somebody who ran on a ticket of LP to always publicly say that obedience cut across all parties. So,
But should I tell you something?
Yes.
As a political analyst that I am, that's not going to work good for him. He should stick his ass down and build a structure. Even the Obi structure, we are not seeing it. If he's having his own political party, that's obedient party, Nigeria, blah, blah, blah.
And also,
he should
I
stick
think what
down
LP,
and build it.
like what you said, what LP probably wasn't taking into cognizance was that truthfully, money was spent in 2023 election, but it was not spent by Labour Party.
It was spent by individuals.
People spent money.
Are there elections in the
And
whole
they
world?
are not aware, maybe they are not aware that people, individuals spent money. Now, are those individuals, maybe you can help us get clearer, are they still with LP?
No, I don't think they are.
But are they still with Obi?
Oh, well, I don't think they are because I could see the case of Delta State, for instance, when Obi went to Delta for local government.
And it was
people, the Labour Party members who that spent their personal money were not even informed. They were not in the notice.
Yeah, when Obi
Now,
went to,
so they were not there.
when Obi went to campaign for local government election, yes.
In the last concluded election in Edo State, I was expecting to see, like you see other parties, obedient Labour Party members welcoming Obi, going about campaign and everything.
Yes.
He was an individual something. Obi is a name. Obi is working for himself. Labour Party and Obi are not able to harness the opportunity they've gotten. They are not together. The grassroots political movement is not in Labour Party. I wonder what.
No, Kingsley, let's make a little hindsight under 30 seconds. 30 seconds. After Obi's election, LP has all the gubernatorial seats of the area where they actually made a very good inroad. What happened to that?
Obi doesn't support any other person. He supports himself. In politics, we call it his own personal idiosyncrasies.
Do you think that way?
I think I agree.
Well, I'm not putting you on the spot.
I agree with him, but again, another problem is not even Obi, it's the party. What is their party structure? How do they carry themselves along?
So eventually, Labour needs to do more of internal projects.
We need to divulge between
we don't have
Labour
the time.
and Obi.
We don't have the time.
We need to separate them.
We need to separate them. Yeah. But Labour is not thinking that way. You are separating them. Labour is uniting them. I think Labour would want to continue to unite themselves with Obi, but we don't know whether Obi is uniting himself with Labour. That we can say at this time. And until we get back, we are still at News Insights.